Hello and welcome to another daily market update by Market Intel. I'm on the dailymarketupdate.com website. Feel free to use the link in the description to register here for free on our website to receive free daily Elliott-Wave updates. Today we talk about a stock. By the way, you can then receive free updates about all these asset classes, including stocks, but also about the NASDAQ, gold, oil, the S&P 500 and cryptocurrencies. We update different stocks every day. So what I would like to talk about today is actually Nike, our most recent Nike update, because Nike is currently moving through a correction. We haven't covered Nike before. And after a correction, typically opportunities come up. So I think it is something that might be something for the watch list, and anybody who was interested in potentially looking into Nike. Here is an analysis. So let's take a look at the 2-day chart first. The preferred scenario and the primary wave count suggests that Nike is currently working its way through a corrective phase. You can see that here around $179.10, blue wave 1 completed. And this was the first wave of a larger 5-wave uptrend. So it's really just the beginning. And typically as an Elliott-Wave trader, we are watching for those 5-wave patterns, basically a first wave to the upside, a wave 1 indicated here in blue. Again, it topped at $179.10, and then we're watching for the pullback to maybe look for entry points, because pullbacks in uptrends are typically offering us positive, favorable reward to risk ratios. However, we are not there yet, we believe. The preferred scenario suggests that the wave 2 isn't finished yet. We are in the wave 2. Yes, in an alternative perspective, the wave 2 is already complete, but we only assign that a 30% probability. In the 70% probable primary scenario, the move down, which bottomed end of 2022, was simply an A wave of that wave 2 correction. Such a wave 2 correction usually unfolds as an ABC corrective structure. And the idea is that this wave 2 is still unfolding and we only completed the A wave. In our primary scenario, then the B wave is still unfolding. And it's unfolding as a WXY structure in which we completed the waves W and X, and the Y wave is still unfolding. The Y wave consists of an A, B, C structure highlighted in magenta. And basically what's still missing is that B wave to complete the B wave. And we're basically probably nearly done with that B wave. And then a C wave to the upside. That would complete beige B, the B wave. And then we can look at a C wave downturn. And at the end of the C wave, that is typically where an interesting opportunity, also long-term, could come up. Because that C wave, which is not really yet on the chart, would then complete blue wave 2 in our preferred scenario. And from there, we can look for very, possibly rewarding long trades in a third wave. Okay, so a long uptrend should start in wave 3. A third wave is typically the strongest wave in an Elliott-Wave cycle. And that's typically what we want to trade as Elliott-Wave traders. So that gives you a good idea of the overall context. Obviously, to confirm the C wave, we need to see a break below $82.22. The B wave might briefly break above $131.31. If we already completed wave B, which is highlighted here as an alternative, but we don't have evidence for that yet. But if the B wave already completed, then we should see sooner than later this decline below 82.22. And if that happens, it would be confirmation that the C wave is already unfolding. However, at the moment, we're rather looking for, maybe a little bit lower in wave B. We can take a look at that on the 2-hour chart, but then overall an uptrend in magenta wave C to complete that B wave and that part of the correction. Here, this is now the shorter time frame, the 2-hour chart. Here you can see that in our preferred scenario, as already said, it is likely that magenta wave B is still unfolding. Let's quickly take a look at the 2-day chart again. This B wave is likely still unfolding. So on the 2-hour chart, you see the subdivisions here. We're basically moving currently within wave B of B, so a very complex corrective structure. Oftentimes as a trader, it's best to stay away from B waves. You don't really want to trade B waves necessarily. We also don't have a trading area on the chart yet, so there's no clear setup at the moment, because B waves can be very frustrating. They can be very shallow, they can be very deep. They are some of the most difficult waves to forecast and to trade. So basically suggests that this B wave of the B wave is currently unfolding. We should then get another dip, and then magenta wave B could complete, probably in the region below $97.70. And that this scenario unfolds as indicated has been, or we have assigned it a probability of 66%, but we also consider an alternative perspective in which magenta wave B is already complete. So basically it's about, okay, a B wave could be complete, maybe we get one more low. We currently prefer that until we see a break above the $117.14 mark. If that happens, it would mean that our alternative perspective on this time frame becomes primary. So on the 2-hour chart, the alternative is currently that the magenta wave B is already finished. It would be good actually, because it would complete most likely this entire correction a little bit earlier, a little bit sooner, because it can take a while until here this C wave has unfolded, then the larger B wave is complete, then the larger C wave down. So we have to remain patient, but it might still be interesting for the watch list, and maybe something interesting comes up along the way. Yeah, that's our Nike update. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to use the link in the description to register here on dailymarketupdate.com to receive free daily Elliott-Wave updates. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.